Imagine a world where power is shifting. The old alliances are weakening. A new group of nations is rising. They are called BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Could this be the start of a new world order? For decades, the West has dominated the globe. The United States and Europe have set the rules. But now, BRICS is challenging this dominance. They offer a different vision, a world with multiple centers of power, a world where the global South has a stronger voice. The rise of BRICS is one of the most important trends of the 21st century. It has the potential to reshape geopolitics, economics, and global governance. But is BRICS a force for good? Or will it lead to more conflict and division? Welcome back to Curious Mind, the channel that explores the big questions shaping our world. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating rise of BRICS. We'll examine its goals, its challenges, and its potential impact on the global stage. Get ready for a thought-provoking journey as we navigate the complexities of this emerging power bloc. We will analyze its strengths and weaknesses, its successes and failures. Our goal is to understand what BRICS means for the future. Join us as we unravel the mysteries of BRICS and its role in our rapidly changing world. Are you eager to stay ahead of global trends and understand the forces shaping our future? Hit that subscribe button to become part of our insightful community, where you'll gain access to in-depth analyses, expert opinions, and the latest developments that matter. Don't miss out on the conversation that could influence the way we see the world. The BRICS narrative began in 2001, a pivotal time marked by significant global transformation. As economies worldwide evolved rapidly, the early 2000s heralded a new era in international economics, characterized by the rising prominence of emerging markets. This period signaled a shift in the global economic balance, with traditional powerhouses facing mounting competition from these dynamic economies. Nations like Brazil, Russia, India, and China began to assert their influence, reshaping the landscape of global trade and finance. The emergence of BRICS not only highlighted the changing tides of economic power, but also set the stage for a more multipolar world. Jim O'Neill, an economist at Goldman Sachs, coined the term BRIC to encapsulate the rising economic power of Brazil, Russia, India, and China. His analysis underscored the potential of these nations to transform the global economic landscape. Observing their impressive growth rates and expanding influence, O'Neill identified them as the future drivers of global economic growth, poised to challenge the established economic order. His insights not only highlighted the emerging significance of these countries, but also hinted at a shift in the dynamics of international finance and trade. Brazil, Russia, India, and China were experiencing rapid economic growth, attracting substantial foreign investment. This dynamism was evident in their expanding cities and booming industries. Investors worldwide recognized these countries as future engines of global growth, drawn by the promise of high returns and significant economic development. The appeal of these burgeoning markets made them highly attractive for investment, signaling a shift in the global economic landscape. They were becoming major players on the world stage, with influence extending beyond economics to politics. These nations began to assert themselves in international forums, advocating for their interests, and seeking to play a more significant role in global governance. Their growing economic power gave them a stronger voice in shaping international policies and decisions. In 2009, the BRIC nations held their inaugural summit, marking a pivotal moment in the formalization of their alliance. Leaders from Brazil, Russia, India, and China gathered to discuss shared challenges and opportunities, laying the groundwork for deeper cooperation. This summit represented a significant milestone, symbolizing their collective commitment to addressing pressing global issues such as economic stability, trade, and sustainable development. By uniting their voices, the BRIC nations aimed to enhance their influence on the world stage and foster a collaborative approach to the challenges of the 21st century. The BRIC summit aimed to bolster cooperation and coordination among its member nations. It served as a vital platform for exploring collaborative approaches to economic policies, trade, and development projects. By uniting their efforts, the leaders hoped to amplify their collective voice on the global stage, ensuring that their perspectives were heard in international discussions. This cooperation was deemed essential not only for achieving their shared goals, but also for enhancing their influence in an increasingly interconnected world. Through strategic partnerships and joint initiatives, the BRIC nations sought to reshape the global economic landscape and address common challenges more effectively. The BRIC nations sought to reform global institutions such as the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, which they viewed as outdated and heavily influenced by Western powers. Established in the mid-20th century, these institutions no longer reflected today's shifting global economic landscape. The BRIC countries believed that their growing economic influence should correspond with a stronger voice in global financial governance. They advocated for reforms that would make these organizations more representative of emerging markets, aiming for a fairer and more equitable global economic system. This push for change was driven by a desire for balanced representation and justice in global governance, underscoring the need for institutions that align with contemporary realities. In 2010, South Africa joined the group, transforming BRIC into BRICS. This inclusion was a strategic decision, recognizing South Africa's status as a leading economy in Africa and its potential to significantly contribute to the group's objectives. The expansion not only broadened the geographical representation of the alliance, but also underscored its commitment to inclusivity and the diverse perspectives of emerging markets. By welcoming South Africa, BRICS aimed to enhance its influence and foster collaboration across regions, further solidifying its role in shaping the global economic landscape. The addition of South Africa reflected the group's growing influence in the developing world. It underscored the BRICS' commitment to fostering development and cooperation among emerging economies, aiming to create a more balanced and equitable global economic order. This move also highlighted the importance of Africa in the global economic landscape. It also highlighted their commitment to representing the interests of the global South. The BRICS nations positioned themselves as champions of the developing world, advocating for policies that would promote sustainable development, reduce inequality, and enhance global cooperation. Their efforts were aimed at creating a more inclusive and fair international system. If you're passionate about unraveling the complexities of geopolitics and economics, hit that subscribe button and join our community for in-depth analysis and insights. What intricate dynamics are shaping our world today? Stay tuned for content that explores these critical issues and more, ensuring you remain informed and engaged in today's rapidly evolving landscape. In recent years, BRICS has significantly expanded its reach, attracting interest from an increasing number of countries eager to join this influential bloc. Many view BRICS as a counterbalance to Western dominance, drawn to its message of multipolarity and commitment to reforming global governance. This growing interest underscores the bloc's potential to reshape international relations and provide a platform for emerging economies seeking greater representation on the world stage. In 2023, BRICS welcomed Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates as full members, marking a significant expansion of the bloc. This move not only broadened the organization's geographic diversity, but also indicated a profound shift in the global balance of power. By incorporating these nations, BRICS aims to enhance its influence and represent a wider array of emerging economies, challenging the existing global order and promoting a more multipolar world. The growing appeal of BRICS as an alternative to Western-led institutions is evident in its recent expansion. However, not all invited nations embraced membership immediately. Argentina declined the offer, while Saudi Arabia remained undecided. Despite these hesitations, the expansion of BRICS continued, reflecting a broader trend of nations seeking to diversify their alliances and assert their influence on the global stage. This dynamic illustrates the bloc's potential to reshape international relations in an increasingly multipolar world. In 2025, Indonesia officially joined BRICS, further solidifying the bloc's position as a major player on the global stage. This expansion not only enhances BRICS's influence but also reflects the growing recognition of the importance of Southeast Asian economies in global affairs. Indonesia's membership signifies a commitment to fostering collaboration among emerging markets, positioning BRICS as a formidable force in shaping the future of international relations. BRICS is establishing new financial institutions such as the New Development Bank to provide alternatives to Western-dominated systems and facilitate funding for infrastructure projects in emerging economies. Additionally, the bloc aims to reform global governance structures, advocating for greater representation of emerging economies in international decision-making. These initiatives reflect BRICS's commitment to reshaping the global economic landscape. BRICS argues that global institutions, such as the United Nations Security Council, are outdated and fail to represent the interests of the developing world. The bloc seeks to reform these institutions to ensure greater inclusivity and equity, ultimately challenging Western hegemony in international governance. By pushing for these changes, BRICS aims to create a more balanced global order that reflects the realities of a multipolar world. BRICS seeks to create a more multipolar world where power is distributed more evenly among nations, directly challenging the dominance of the United States and its allies. This ambition reflects a significant shift in international relations, as BRICS aims to promote a balanced global order that empowers emerging economies. Achieving these goals would not only alter the geopolitical landscape, but also redefine the dynamics of global governance. BRICS reflects a profound dissatisfaction with the current global order, demanding significant change to ensure that emerging economies have a voice in international affairs. The bloc seeks not just acknowledgement but a meaningful seat at the decision-making table, advocating for reforms that promote inclusivity and fairness in global governance. What do you think about BRICS's growing influence in the global arena? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit subscribe to stay updated with our latest insights and analyses on international developments that matter. Join the conversation. BRICS is more than just a political alliance, it is a formidable economic powerhouse. Together, the BRICS nations account for over 40% of the world's population, and nearly 37.3% of global GDP based on purchasing power parity. This collective strength lies not only in impressive numbers but also in the diversity and richness of their economies, which contribute to a dynamic global market. The influence of BRICS extends beyond mere statistics, shaping international trade, investment, and economic policy in significant ways. They also contribute significantly to global oil production and consumption. These figures are impressive and highlight the growing economic influence of BRICS. Beyond oil, these nations are rich in other natural resources, from minerals to agricultural products, making them key players in various global markets. Their combined economic strength gives them leverage in global negotiations, allowing them to effectively challenge the economic dominance of the West. This leverage is not just theoretical, it translates into real-world influence in international trade agreements and economic policies. BRICS is actively reshaping the global economic landscape. This coalition of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa is working towards a more balanced world order. They are not just passive participants but active architects of a new economic paradigm. They are taking concrete steps to build a new global framework. This involves not just high-level meetings but also tangible actions. From infrastructure projects to financial initiatives, BRICS is laying the groundwork for a future where developing nations have a stronger voice. This proactive approach is setting a precedent for other emerging economies. Key initiatives include the New Development Bank, NDB. Established in 2014, the NDB funds infrastructure and development projects in BRICS and other developing countries. It supports public and private projects through loans, guarantees, and other financial instruments, focusing on sustainable development and inclusive growth. The NDB is a testament to BRICS' commitment to fostering long-term economic stability. The NDB offers a fresh perspective and new opportunities for countries marginalized by traditional financial institutions. Its approach is more inclusive, addressing the unique needs of developing nations. This inclusivity is crucial for ensuring that no nation is left behind in the global economic race. Another key initiative is the Contingent Reserve Arrangement, CRA. Launched in 2015, the CRA is a pool of foreign currency reserves that BRICS nations can access in times of financial crisis. It provides a safety net, helping member countries stabilize their economies during turbulent times. This mechanism is a critical tool for economic resilience. The CRA offers a more flexible and responsive mechanism for financial support, reflecting BRICS' desire for greater financial autonomy and mutual assistance. This autonomy is a step towards reducing dependency on Western financial systems. The BRICS cross-border payment system, launched in 2024, allows for efficient and less costly transactions between BRICS nations, enhancing trade and economic cooperation. This system is a game-changer for intra-BRICS trade. It aims to reduce reliance on the US dollar and Western-controlled payment systems, enabling BRICS nations to conduct transactions in their own currencies. This shift is significant for global financial independence. These initiatives reduce dependence on the West. By creating their own financial institutions, BRICS countries are asserting their sovereignty and building a resilient economic framework. This framework is designed to withstand global economic fluctuations. BRICS aims to establish a more equitable global financial system that empowers all nations to thrive. Through collaboration and innovative approaches, the bloc is paving the way for a future where prosperity is shared among its members and beyond. This vision of equity and inclusive growth lies at the heart of the BRICS mission, driving initiatives that seek to reshape international finance and foster sustainable development for all. What do you think about the BRICS nations' impact? Share your thoughts in the comments, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. The rise of BRICS is reshaping global geopolitics, positioning it as a formidable counterpart to the G7 and G20. As BRICS emerges as a rival to the G7 group of advanced economies, it challenges the traditional dominance of these established alliances and advocates for the interests of emerging markets. This shift not only reflects changing power dynamics, but also highlights the increasing importance of diverse voices in international decision-making. The rise of BRICS could lead to divisions within the G20, resulting in a more fragmented global order. As it positions itself as a representative for the global South, BRICS seeks to amplify the voices of developing nations and challenge established norms in international governance. This role not only reflects the aspirations of emerging economies, but also underscores the need for a more inclusive global dialogue that addresses the diverse needs of all countries. BRICS' expansion to include more countries from the global South amplifies their influence in global affairs, positioning them as key players in shaping international policies. This rise of BRICS could trigger a significant realignment of global alliances, challenging existing power structures and encouraging collaboration among emerging economies. As these nations unite, they may reshape the landscape of international relations, fostering a more balanced and inclusive global order. As BRICS rises, countries may find themselves choosing sides between the West and this emerging bloc, creating new geopolitical fault lines. The West is closely monitoring this development, with some viewing BRICS as a potential threat to established power dynamics. This evolving landscape reflects growing tensions and the complexities of international relations as nations navigate their alliances in a changing world. The crucial question is, will the rise of BRICS lead to a more inclusive world order or a more fragmented one? This dilemma hinges on how emerging economies navigate their relationships with established powers and each other in the evolving geopolitical landscape. BRICS and the West have the potential to find common ground and cooperate on critical global issues such as climate change, pandemics, and terrorism. By pooling resources and expertise, both blocs can address these challenges more effectively, fostering a collaborative approach that benefits all nations involved. This cooperation could lead to innovative solutions and strengthen international solidarity in tackling pressing problems that affect the entire planet. Achieving meaningful cooperation between BRICS and the West would require compromise and a willingness to share power, Without this collaboration, ongoing competition could lead to a more divided world, characterized by heightened tensions and fragmented alliances. Navigating these dynamics is crucial for fostering a global environment where collective challenges can be addressed effectively, rather than exacerbated by rivalry. Such divisions could undermine global cooperation, making it increasingly difficult to tackle pressing challenges like climate change, pandemics, and terrorism. As these obstacles loom larger, the future remains uncertain, highlighting the urgent need for collaboration to foster a more unified approach to global issues. The choices made by BRICS and the West in the coming years will play a crucial role in shaping the trajectory of global events. Decisions regarding collaboration on key issues, responses to emerging challenges, and the balance of power will significantly influence the international landscape, determining whether the future is marked by division or cooperation. If you found this video insightful, we invite you to join our community for more in-depth discussions and exclusive content. Subscribe now and be part of the conversation. Let's explore these important topics together. What insights would you like to see next? The rise of BRICS is a defining development of our time. This coalition of 5 major emerging economies, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has been steadily gaining influence on the global stage. Each of these countries brings its own unique strengths and challenges to the table, making BRICS a fascinating and complex entity to watch. From Brazil's vast natural resources to China's manufacturing prowess, each member contributes significantly to the group's collective power. It reflects the shifting tides of global power. As traditional Western powers face economic and political challenges, BRICS nations are stepping up, seeking to reshape the global order. This shift is not just about economic might but also about political influence and cultural impact. The cultural diversity within BRICS itself is a testament to its potential to bring different perspectives to global issues. It poses fundamental questions about the future of global governance. How will international institutions adapt to the growing influence of BRICS? Will these nations push for reforms in organizations like the United Nations and the World Bank? The answers to these questions could redefine global politics in the coming decades. The potential for a more inclusive and representative global governance structure is immense. BRICS has the potential to be a force for good. By working together, these countries can address global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and inequality. Their cooperation could lead to innovative solutions that benefit not just their own populations, but the world at large. Imagine the impact of a unified approach to renewable energy or sustainable development. It could help to create a more just and equitable world. The combined efforts of BRICS nations could pave the way for a new era of international cooperation, where the voices of developing countries are heard and respected. This could lead to a more balanced distribution of global resources and opportunities. But it also faces significant challenges. Economic disparities, political differences, and social issues within each member country could hinder their collective progress. Moreover, external pressures from established powers may also pose obstacles. The internal dynamics of each country, such as political instability or economic downturns, can also affect the group's cohesion. Its members are diverse, with different interests and priorities. While China and India are rapidly growing economies, Russia and Brazil face economic stagnation, and South Africa grapples with social inequality. These differences can make consensus building difficult. However, this diversity also brings a wealth of perspectives and solutions to the table. It remains to be seen whether BRICS can overcome these challenges and achieve its ambitious goals. The success of this coalition will depend on its ability to navigate internal differences and external pressures while staying true to its vision of a more balanced global order. The resilience and adaptability of BRICS will be crucial in determining its future trajectory. One thing is certain, BRICS is here to stay. Its influence will continue to grow, and its actions will be closely watched by the rest of the world. Whether it succeeds or fails, BRICS will leave a lasting impact on global affairs. The world is keenly observing how this coalition will shape the future. It is a force to be reckoned with. The potential for positive change is immense, but so are the challenges. The world will be watching closely to see how BRICS navigates this complex landscape. The stakes are high, and the outcomes could be transformative. The world is watching to see what it will do next. Will BRICS rise to the occasion and lead the way to a new era of global cooperation, or will it falter under the weight of its own ambitions? Only time will tell. The decisions made by BRICS in the coming years will be pivotal. If you found this exploration of BRICS insightful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Curious Mind for more in-depth analysis of global issues. Your support helps us bring you more content that delves into the complexities of our world. We appreciate your engagement and look forward to bringing you more thought-provoking content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We value your insights and look forward to engaging with you on this important topic. Your feedback is crucial in helping us understand what matters most to you. Stay tuned for our upcoming content. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on these insights. We have a lot more exciting topics to cover, and we can't wait to share them with you.